In this video, I shall show you how to record accruals and deductions. A company uses multiple deduction and accrual types for calculation of payroll, vacations, benefits, and sick leaves. Example of accruals are various types of compensation the employees get in return for their work, that is salary or wages, commissions paid on sales, overtime pay, housing allowances, bonuses, and etc. An example of deduction might be personal income tax, which is withheld by employees in some countries. To work with this kind of document, go to HR and Payroll module, open Accruals and Deduction Types from Master Data. Initially, there are some defined accruals and deduction type. To create a new one, click on Create option. Once the form opens, you can create an accrual or deduction type to be used in the payroll calculation. For each of the type, you can specify how the amount of this type should be calculated by using a formula or as a percentage of a specific base amount. Make sure the right folder for the new accrual deduction type appears in the folder field. For example, let's create an accrual type. In the description field, enter name of this type. Then select with this new accruals or deduction type is accrual or deduction by using the radio buttons. In the payroll calculation, any amount of the accrual type will be added to the payment amount, while any amount of the deduction type will be deducted from the payment amount. Select have a base. With this option selected, you can define the new accruals or deduction type as a base on another accrual or deduction type. Click on add, choose the required accruals of the deduction type and add a rate. It is a percentage will be considered from the amount. Select use of WPS if the accruals or deduction type will be used for payments through wages production system. With the use of WPS checkbox selected, choose whether this accrual or deduction will be used each month. That is, click on fixed radio button, or sometimes the variable radio button should be selected. For example, the fixed part of the pay can include salary, while the variable part can include bonuses, payment for sick leaves, and vacation. Select use for end of service benefit calculation option if accrual or deduction of this type will be included in the base for end of service benefit calculation. Kindly refer the video how to record end of service benefit for further information. In the additional information text box, you can provide any details using this accrual or deduction type. In the formula field, you can create a formula of this accrual or deduction type. To add a parameter to the formula, click on the icon, choose the formula from the available parameters. To add a formula, you can double click on the parameter available. The fixed amount that is used to specify in the employment contract as the salary. Absence days parameter can be used to record the number of days absent. Absence hours for number of hours absent. Days worked, the number of days the employee worked during the month. Hours worked, the number of hours the employee actually worked. Hours worked by job, the number of hours the employee actually worked for a particular job. Normal days, it can be used to record the number of work days in the month according to the calendar. Normal days by schedule, the number of working days in the month by work schedule which is assigned to this employee. Overtime hours, the number of overtime hours in the month worked by the employee according to the timesheet. The sales amount, the amount of sales made by the employee according to the database data. Sales margin can be used to record the margins on sales made by the employee. Tariff rate, the salary per month. For payment jobs, it will stand for the standard pay per hour. You can create various formulas with this available parameters and mathematical symbols. For example, use fixed asset, double click on the absent days, use minus symbol manually so that when you create a payroll calculation, it will take the net amount by deducting absent days from the fixed amount. For this example, I'll keep only fixed amount. Click on OK. You can always set the accruals and deduction GL using the edit option. Once the dialog box appears, you can view the default expense account assigned to this type. The default account that appears in the expense GL account field was set on the employee default GL account forms under accounting default GL account. However, you can replace this expense account here with another expense account if needed. Click on show all and choose the required expense type. Once done, this accruals and deduction type can be added under employee contract. Kindly refer the video how to create employee contract for further detail. That's how you can add the accruals and deduction. Thanks for watching the video.